You can walk it.
Huh?
You can walk it.
Oh,
And you gotta go like. Yeah.
like a microphone?
Yeah.
I do like right here. Is this good?
Alright, so this is what I need everyone to do. First of all, I need you all to say, look at the camera and say test, or say 1, 2, 3 into your mic. Okay? You go first.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Do I need to go slower?
And then it's like, then I can like match up the audio and everything. So, oh gosh. Alright, so, the echoes look even worse in here. Okay, so, what's up guys? Welcome back to another podcast. It's me and Brock here, and we also have a guest. His name? What should we call you? Ferg?
Ferg.
Alright, this is our guest,
Not too much.
Ferg, aka Ferguson. So I really don't know how we're going to start today's podcast, but we're just going to kind of roll with it. And I'm going to start by, I guess, talking about the coronavirus still and how everyone's quarantine is going. So, I mean, I guess tell us about how are you doing in this quarantine so far?
Well, so far, I'm okay. Like, I'm still sane. It's getting to that point where I'm, like, giddy. Like, I want to leave the house.
Yeah.
I still have to leave the house. Like, I still have work. But, like, not that much. So I still have that need to get out of the house.
Are you hanging out with people and stuff?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Like,
Yeah, you had a few
You
people over.
breaking the rules?
Yeah.
Definitely a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he had a few people over. Whoever the fucking cops are, you need to, if you're watching this video, get them the fuck out of here. Basically, you can cuss too. So, like,
Okay,
it's all good. You don't have to worry about it.
Cool.
Because we fuck shit up on this podcast.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Nice. So, I don't know. How's your quarantine been going still?
Pretty boring. Nothing much to do.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same thing. Except, like, everything's closed, so it, like, sucks because we really can't do anything except, like, stay inside, and that's why we're making another podcast.
Like you can't go to the movies or anything. The mall's closed. Everything.
Dead ass. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll just like interview.
What was
Huh?
your
Yeah.
Oh, my quarantine. It was like, I don't know. It's going pretty good so far. It's like, same old. No, I don't know. It's just boring. There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just slammed with homework. Anyways, can we talk about homework for a minute?
Yeah.
Online classes and shit.
classes.
What do you think about those? What do you think about online classes?
Mine are easy, so I like it. You don't have to get up and like go to class. I had to get up and just.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the Zoom?
I have one class. Oh, I have one class doing.
Does it have like the face cams and stuff?
I don't have to face cam.
You don't do face cam?
You have to? Or you don't?
No, I don't have to.
Oh.
My teacher like makes us like he'll like whenever we log on, he's like, "All right, guys, let me see your face so I know you're here."
Can't like
He's
anyone
weird.
join too?
Yeah. Anybody
Like,
who
if you
has
get the
link
code?
or the code,
Yeah.
it's freaking
That's
fried.
messed up.
He's weird.
But yeah, I mean, homework's been like pretty much easy for like online classes.
Yeah.
They've just been like giving it out, and it's like easier because like you can look up like Quizlets and shit.
Yeah, like they've really just eliminated like the small assignments and given us just the big projects.
Yeah.
That's
You guys
all
have to
we
take
do.
like tests?
That's all we have to do is like exams.
Yeah. Exams and like some homework, but I don't know. Let's just talk about like one time I had a health test. Let's just say like once upon a time. It may have been last week. It may not have been last week, but I copied and pasted the question into the search bar and it came up with an entire Quizlet of every test
single question on it.
in order. So
Damn.
it's basically like free points.
100%.
100%. Oh shit, bro. But hey, it's health. It's not like I already had like a 98 in there
Yeah.
anyways. But
Better not be feeling.
I don't know. Let's interview you a little bit.
Interview me.
So tell us a little bit about you. Give us a little bit of background. First of all, I'll tell you guys that Fergie's my roommate.
Yes. I live
Um,
here.
yeah, he lives in this household. So,
Upstairs
but,
in the attic.
but other
In
than
the
you just
shadows.
living here, tell us like I don't know. Tell us your hobbies. Tell us what you like to do. If you want to release some of that information, I mean, it's completely up to you.
Yeah.
shit.
So what do I do with my free time? I play PlayStation. I am a avid PlayStation player. I watch Netflix.
You participate in esports.
What games do you play?
No esports. I'm not a pro player.
No.
Any pro teams looking for me, I'm free.
We were talking about that the other day. Like esports, it's like taking over the freaking game. Because he was telling me about this guy named Vegas Jake, like bets on him because he can't bet on
Yeah, like
sports
real
games
sports.
anymore.
You can't bet on real sports where you
So
bet
he's
on
bets
esports.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of money. But what games do I play?
Yeah.
COD, Warzone. I play Warzone.
I haven't played
Fortnite,
Warzone yet, bro.
You haven't played Warzone? I told you guys. To
I
play
think it's kind of
Warzone.
boring.
Listen, I literally got on Warzone. I tried to get on my PS4. I turned it on, right? And then there was a freaking update for the game.
Like 800 gigabytes.
Yeah, and it was like 8 hours, and I was like, nice.
Yeah.
So I just didn't play. But
You should
I used to
download
play
it.
literally like every night, bro. Me and Brock would hop on like
2v2 gunfight.
2v2 gunfight, bro. We literally took over the game.
That's why I asked you guys to download Warzone so we could play.
Honestly, was it teams of 3?
3,
Isn't
4.
Wait, we should actually play.
There's 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Some guys at work. I work at Home Depot now, since the quarantine, and some guys at work were like, "Yeah, bro, have you played it yet?" There's this tall redhead kid. He kind of looked like Drew. He was like, "Bro, have you played it?" And I was like, "No, bro." He's like, "It's decent." I was fine as hell, dude.
He was like, yeah, I played, bro.
He did. He literally did. He had earbuds in and like a zip up hoodie. He was like, "It's decent." Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I played, bro. You gotta check it out.
Right. No, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I played Fortnite.
Fortnite, all the freaking games, I guess.
No, not all of them. I don't play all of them.
What about Apex?
I do play Apex. I play Apex recently with my 2 friends. Got hooked on it. It's pretty fun. I used to hate it, but I never played it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. So
I never played Apex either. Or like Rainbow. I played Rainbow for a little
Rainbow
bit, but
Six is fire.
it is fire.
I thought it was like,
It's fun.
I don't know. I didn't like it as much as like
I
COD.
used to not even.
I like just killing and going though. You know what I'm saying? Like fast paced rather than like strategic. Like
I used to like the old CODs,
yeah.
but like the new sieges, like how slow it is, I like it. Like, how
And you
slow
can
it
be like
is.
strategic with it and stuff. Yeah. Let's talk about this table to be honest, because it's like right in front of me. This is our Ferg actually stole this from work. Didn't you? Oh, my bad.
Wow.
It was gifted to him.
City, bro. City.
It was actually
Nah.
given to him from
Yeah.
a dear friend.
Yeah, it was loaned to me by my Aunt Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl. No, but we wrote our names on it, and then we wrote the Markwood Boys. You probably can't see it in the video, but
I think we should recustomize it next year. Like repaint over it.
paint over it
Yeah,
and get
like a
new
fresh-
names.
Like a
White
fresh
coat.
Honestly, like first year, okay, got
Restripe
everybody
the
signed
whole
it, but
thing.
now this.
No, we need to get another table, bro. And then it's like right
Yeah,
year
you-
one
like
on
a
this.
new table every year.
Because like
A
year
new
one of the
table every
house.
year? You
These
gotta
are
steal a new
and then
table
these
every
are
year?
expensive. These are low key
Yeah, this was
expensive.
expensive.
Who's
It
gonna
was.
keep this when it's like you guys graduate?
What?
Who's gonna keep the table?
Yeah, bro.
I feel like everybody should keep something from the house. Like I kind of want to keep the flag because that'd be tight, and like Drew will keep like the beer thing, or like I don't know, like everybody should.
You know,
But
Drew-
this is like memorable.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not. That's just like a
the beer
statue.
It is memorable.
You know, like there's a beer sign right back there. You guys can't see, but like Drew brought that from his work, and you already know like once he's gonna be like, I'm getting my beer sign back, bro.
Yeah.
He like thinks they're like I don't even know, dude. He's like
I mean, we're
attached
still
to
here for
it.
years. We're still gonna get like more stuff. I bet. Like, but by the time we move out of this house, there's gonna be so much stuff.
Yeah, I know. Bro, there's literally like we have like a restroom sign on our restroom. We have the wet floor sign. We've taken like so much stuff. But yeah.
Borrowed so much stuff.
Yeah. Or borrow yeah, we'll probably give it back later. Probably not. But yeah, but everyone who's been here pretty much or like partied here or like hung out here has signed this table, and that's like what all the signatures and stuff are. Some
If
people
you've-
have their
Like a pre-quarantine.
yeah, it was like before the
If you wrote on this table, subscribe.
yeah. If you have yeah.
Like a sub
They
to
already
Frick
heard that.
TV. This is what it says.
Yeah, what?
Sub
Oh,
to-
that's
sub to
Chase.
Frick TV.
That was Chase Ferguson.
Like two other Fergusons? What is this?
Yeah, no, there's like 15 Fergs written on this table, bro. And I know you've been down here because I hear you sneak out at night and scribble your name on it. I go, what's this? What's this? Where's the other one, bro? I know there's another one on
There
here.
is like a bunch of Fergs on here.
There is. Dang.
I see Evan 7 times. There's Evan right there.
No, dude, that was literally one time. Look. And then Ethan put his name like 10 times. If Ethan, if you're watching this, sorry you're not here right now. He was snapping me about making like a podcast and everything. He was like, dude, it'd be crazy, but guess who's not here? Ethan. What a bitch. Damn. I don't know. Let's get
What's
juicy.
Next topic.
I don't know.
Juicy topic. What's going on nowadays?
Dude, speaking of juicy,
Hey,
I just
Bernie-
made some
wait,
nice
did Bernie
chicken.
Drop out? Did Bernie
Yeah,
drop
Bernie
out?
dropped out. It's just Joe Biden and Trump.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
He knows he ain't going
I don't
to
Because
think
he's
he
too
can't
old.
afford it anymore.
He's too old.
I don't know.
This is his second campaign. He already spent a lot of
Dang.
money.
Yeah. I don't think Biden's gonna win though. Trump's gonna win probably.
I don't know. Depends. Because isn't Biden his VP?
Huh?
Who's his VP? Pence. Never mind.
Yeah, that's my.
All I'm
guess.
saying is what we're talking about is very boring. And if you clicked off this
Yeah, this is
video,
like the most boring.
if you clicked off the video because we went into politics,
We're cutting that out. What's next? We're cutting that out.
what was I
Talking
talking
it's like
about?
some high juicy conversation.
All I know is I just made some juicy chicken downstairs. Salt, pepper, paprika, lime juice. Throw it in the oven, 425 for 25 minutes. Pull it out, slice it in half. Juice fest.
I made burritos.
A little bit of ranch. I smell that, bro. It's so the freaking. Would you use the Taco Bell seasoning?
Just taco season, but yeah, taco
Whatever.
seasoning on the meat.
Ew,
Bro.
gosh, I could smell. Bro, I literally came out of my room. I was like, it smelled like Taco Bell.
Bro, I'm a chef.
What were you gonna say?
I said we should ask like deep dark questions.
Deep dark questions. I don't have a list of deep dark questions, but I can probably think of some.
I'm the guest. Ask me some deep dark.
Deep dark questions. All right. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear.
That's such a pussy question. What's your biggest fear?
How'd you lose your virginity?
Oh shit! Yeah, tell us about that. How'd you lose
Wait,
your
hold on,
virginity?
for real? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh.
I mean, I don't care. Oh shit! Well, I'll tell you about. I'll
He
tell
was
you
back in the second grade.
We'll tell how we lost our virginity.
Okay.
How about that? You go first, though. I'm just like, that's it. That's a wrap on the podcast, guys. After you tell.
You're probably wondering how we got here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're probably wondering how we got here. This whole set is like on fire.
Fucked.
I don't know. I was upstairs and I just heard a lot of
What?
and all this stuff.
I don't even have a drill down here.
There was a drill down here.
All I'm saying is, tell us.
Okay.
How'd it start? How old were you? Give me all the deets, bro. I want to know.
All right. Junior year of high school.
Junior year.
Junior
all right.
year of high school.
All right.
We bleeping out names. We
Just say like, just make up a
code names.
Code, just like Roseanne. You know,
Rosie.
Rosie.
Me and Rosie. So we were in my room. Whole family's home. So I don't know. So it was risky. Whole family's home.
Oh my god!
Wait, at your house or her house?
My house.
Oh,
My
it would have been
house.
riskier if it was at her house, but
I'm not
Still,
that much of a savage. But yeah, so it's my house. So everybody's home and it's like 9, 10 o'clock. And like we usually like leave at 11 because like she lived somewhere. Like she lived in a different place. Like
Yeah.
she lived in Danville.
yeah,
And
like a different city.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we left at 11 o'clock. But it was like a 10 o'clock when we did it. And like, you want to go like into detail about, wait, hold on, what?
All the deets, all of them, bro.
Okay, so
Oh shit!
I asked her like this house started. I just looked at her and I was just like, it was dark in the room. Like we were just laying on the.
You were like, "Do you want to fuck?" And she was like,
That was the question. I was like, yeah. No, we were like laying on the blanket. It was dark. I was just like, so do you want to fuck? And she said, yeah. I was like,
Damn.
okay. So, and then
"You were like, dude, it's gonna be my first." You didn't tell her that? Did you tell her that, or did she know? Was it like, were you like dating her? Were you like
I was
dating her?
dating her.
You were dating her? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking.
She didn't know though. She didn't.
know.
She didn't know.
You were like, "Do you wanna?" And she was like,
Did I tell
I
her?
mean,
was
I
like-
guess.
No.
You're like whispering in her. You're like, do you want to fuck?
And then there was a whisper. And then there was a whisper. I was like,
She was like,
You wanna-
"Yeah."
and she was like,
Yes, daddy.
nah. But she was like, yeah. I was like, okay. So
And then it happened. Did you have any complications? Did you like miss the whole?
Did you wear protection?
Yeah. Did you wear protection?
no, it didn't work.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Risky.
You just were
Yeah.
full badass out here.
We were dating, so it was whatever.
Oh, so
Wasn't
like, just
like-
if she got pregnant, you were cool with it?
I mean, I was ready to be a dad. What you mean?
He was like, "We were dating. We are about to get married, so
we were engaged at that point, so I mean,
it is what it is."
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
How about your
Yeah, tell us about your first time, bro.
Yeah.
Brock's been like, he's like, "Fuck." Tell us about your first time,
I'll
bro.
just give like a stage name. Her
What's
name
her
was Stephanie. What is she? Stephanie.
Stephanie?
Yeah. We were just chilling in her living room like at 11 p.m. at night. We were just watching TV.
I actually never heard this before. Huh? I actually never heard this before.
And then we just started, doing the sexy
Doing what?
stuff.
Doing like what? Like what
Like just
exactly?
making out and stuff.
Yeah, after
And then what? Like what happened
No,
after the
and then it was
makeout?
like we were just on the floor.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Wait, were you not on the couch at first, or
No, we were just sitting on the floor.
was there a carpet?
Yeah.
pillows?
It wasn't hardwood.
were there pillows?
Yeah, there was like two pillows.
Two. Shit. Was there a
Parents?
blanket? Was there a blanket?
No, but
Damn.
the carpets were freshly cleaned, so you know.
There wasn't a blanket though. You
No,
were
there's
just
no
like,
blanket. It was like free balling.
that's kind of nice. It was
Yeah.
like airy, so you weren't getting
Yeah, and
like.
like the fan was on, so it was like.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And then we just started, you know, like.
Like what?
And it just
like
happened.
tell us the details.
I can't-
Yeah, why are you
I-
tell us the details?
Give me the-
Bro,
give me the deets.
I'm giving the
But her
viewers
parents,
what they
dude,
want.
the thing that was weird is her parents like right down the living room, like down.
Where
down
were you
the hallway.
at? Where was the floor at? In her room?
It was in the living room.
Oh, and
And then, like,
her parents were
were
where?
down the hallway in their bedroom.
And you were on the floor, barebacked. Dude. All right, so you were picture this. Brock is barebacked on the floor with some chick with fresh carpet and 2 pillows.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And that's when he put it in. That's when he put it in.
we had to be quiet because you know her parents were right down the hallway.
Oh, man. You gotta be quiet.
You had to like cover her mouth.
What? What the fuck? Hold on. Cut it out. This is like we're rolling, dude.
No, this is
There is no editing.
it's
There's
your
no
turn now,
editing.
bud.
All right. Well, my first time hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
All right. So it was back in high school. It was freshman year of high school.
Oh, so smaller than.
Yeah, I was like skinny as fuck back then. So don't scroll down on my Instagram and go look at those pictures because it's freaking sad. But so we were in. I was dating her for I don't know, like a couple months. She was my first kiss too.
What's her name?
Oh, what's her name? Fucking idiot. Fuck you, bro. Her name was I don't know. What's a good code name? Her name was Lana Rhodes. Let's just call her Lana Rhodes.
Okay.
So basically, her name was Lana Rhodes. We'd been dating for a little bit prior to this. I don't know, like 3 months or something like that. And then she was my first kiss. And then like a week later, we fucked. So
No, we want to do
Yeah,
that's
where-
it.
where were you at?
Where were you at?
Where were you
Fuck
at,
you
bud?
guys. All right, so basically,
How'd you get there?
okay. You know this. You know. Okay, so basically what I did was I rode my bike.
You already know about
I rode my bike.
Oh! You were what happened?
I rode my bike.
Okay.
I used to ride my bike like over to her house.
That was like across the city.
Missouri.
This man
It was like 3
minutes
miles.
bike, bro.
It was like a 3 mile bike ride, like up and down. His is pretty
You were
tough, but-
trying.
No, listen, bro. Like, okay, so every day her parents would like be gone until like they didn't get off work until like 5 or something like that, and school got out at like 3. So I had like give or take 2 hours
Yeah.
to be
No homework?
To pump and dump.
to pump and dump to get in,
Come
get
on.
out. Okay, so I rode my bike every day. Like after it happened the first time, like this was the same thing every single time. And so I rode my bike to her house from my house, which was like through like a bunch of different neighborhoods, up and down hills. It was like 3 miles of like treacherous adventure to get to where I wanted to be. So
The destination.
I got home from school. I got off the bus and like I think I told my mom like I was going to. If my mom was watching this, I told my mom I was going to like a friend's house or something. I forget where I said. I think I was going to a friend's house. It was in the neighborhood or something. And so I left and I rode my bike all the way there. And then I threw my bike like strategically in the bushes on the side of her house just in case like her grandparents got home and I had to like dip, so they wouldn't see my bike. So I basically went into her house and walked upstairs, and that's it.
You walked upstairs.
That's it.
Yeah,
Where was it? Her room?
yeah.
Okay.
No, we walked up the stairs. Nice.
Really
And honestly, don't really remember how it happened. It kind of just like we made out, and then
Slid
it.
in.
You said you were a freshman? You were a freshman?
Yeah.
Was she older than you?
No, she was the same grade,
Oh.
so it wasn't like illegal,
So she was a hoe.
but it wasn't. Yeah.
No?
No. She wasn't a hoe.
Freshman year?
She wasn't a hoe.
No,
No.
she just.
We were like dating.
Huh?
Well, now I feel like all freshmen are hoes nowadays.
not.
Low key.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about your grade?
My grade?
Yeah, like the people like,
I don't know.
or like the people below us. I feel like the people below us are like complete idiots. But I feel like every person thinks that the people below them, like the grade below them, thinks that they're idiots.
Bow down to the people above them.
Yeah, like it just keeps happening in time. But I feel like actually though, like the people below us and like past that are like idiots. I don't know if it's like
full on dipshits.
no, like literally like dumbasses. Like I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are so like stupid. Like
damn, this is harsh.
so I don't know,
Some
but
more juicy stuff.
I don't know.
What's like the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Illegal?
Yeah,
Illegal? With
illegal.
the I?
With an I.
Ill?
Ill.
What's the illest thing you've ever done?
Ill.
What's the illest thing you've ever done?
I'll go back around this way. Let me think.
All right. I guess the most legal thing I've ever done.
What happened Friday night?
Friday night? Oh.
Was that legal? What happened? Where were you guys?
All right. So, all right. Well, you're about to find out.
Yeah.
So basically, me and Brock went to. This is our original plan. Like I got off. Did I get off work? Yeah, I got off work. Because I got off work. I worked till 10. So I got off work and I ate freaking I don't know where. And then Brock came over here. And we were like trying to figure out what to do because there's nothing to do because it's quarantine and all that shit. So we're like trying to figure out what to do. And then we're like, all right, we'll just go to the car meet because we're in Indianapolis and there's like a car meet like down the street and everything. So we're like, all right, we'll just go there just to have fun and hang out and stuff. So we went to the car meet and then Brock got a call from Stephanie. And she was like, oh my God, come down to IU and hang out. Right? Isn't that what happened?
Bloomington. I think.
Bloomington, whatever. IU, same thing. It was right.
Was it on campus?
It was pretty close on campus, I think, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was. So basically, we went down to Bloomington, and this is where things got interesting. Okay, because we entered the home. Wasn't even a home. Okay, let's. First of all, we pull up. Me and Brock pull up. There's a car next to us with two dudes, and they're looking at us. And me and Brock look at them, and we're like, I'm like thinking like, are they here because we're here? And like,
that's what I was thinking. Too.
We both
are we both here for the same thing?
Like we both knew. We were like, yeah, like there's nothing to do. Like, and so they pulled up. We got out of the car immediately. The window of the apartment is open, and there's music blasting into the streets, bro. Like insane. Like they're literally blaring the music hardcore in the streets, and like there's neighbor. Like keep in mind, this is like an apartment complex, and like they have like a massive speaker, and I can hear it like outside the freaking apartment. So Stephanie comes out and greets me and Brock, and then we go inside, and this is where things got like fucked up. So me and Brock go inside, and oh shit. So we're like just hanging out, and we're like drinking water and hanging out and just chilling, right? So like we're only drinking water, like sometimes like flavored sodas and stuff like that, like very flavored sodas, like really good ones. And then I don't know, you tell a little bit of it, dude.
All right, this girl's apartment was absolutely like trash.
Oh, it was
Just
disgusting.
so bad.
It was
dude.
gross.
Literally like shit everywhere.
It was like
the
There
whole
was
house.
pasta still
Yeah,
on her
dude,
plate.
yeah.
She didn't take her trash out in like
Ferg
3
saw the
weeks,
video.
dude.
No, there
Dude,
was
her house was
yeah.
nasty
I
as
saw
hell.
the videos you guys sent. It was
Bro, this is all I'm saying is there were 3 plates of pasta on the counter, and the fork was literally stuck in it, like levitating off of the plate of pasta, and it was like crusty as fuck,
She had
bro.
milk from like February in there.
February
like,
19th, milk
yeah.
crusted,
It was,
curded
like,
at the top, bro. It was
all
nasty as
before
fuck.
coronavirus started.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nasty. It was gross as fuck, bro. And just her kitchen literally looked like,
That's sad.
it literally looked like a trash can. Like it was bad. It looked like that.
Yeah, her house was just like a giant trash bin.
Yeah. It literally looked like that place had been abandoned, bro.
You hate to see it.
I went to go pee. The toilet was fucked. The bathtub, bro, was nasty as hell. It was gross as fuck. I don't even know how to describe
Yeah.
like the
I've never
shit
seen
on the
something
tub,
like that,
dude.
dude.
It was like
back?
brown, crusted.
No,
It was
we're not allowed
nasty.
to go
No,
back.
You're not
fuck
allowed
that.
to go back.
Nope.
We haven't explained that part yet.
Oh, let's get. No.
So basically, the next part is, I mean, me and Brock are in there. We're hanging out for a little bit. We're drinking a lot of water, flavored sodas, chilling, getting loose, right? Hanging out. And then they turn up the music. Everyone's, still drinking water and all that shit. And they're like, everyone's starting to like be super chill, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, me and Brock are like, yeah, there's like nothing to do. Like we're trying like chilling. Like it was getting kind of boring. So I was like, yeah, can we get like a tour? I was like, can we have a tour of the apartment? Because there's like nothing to do. And like there were like rooms back there and shit. And I was like, yo, like, because Stephanie lived there. And I was like, yo, let's see what it's like and shit like that. And she was like, all right, come on. So I asked her for a tour. And she was with her other friend who also lives in the apartment. And Stephanie was like, all right, let's go do this tour or whatever. And then like walked us around. She was like, "This is my room," and like showed us her room. Gave us some soda out of her mini fridge. Soda out of her mini fridge. So like we were chilling and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like the other chick who lives there, what should we call her?
Amy.
Amy. Amy was.
You had one ready.
I said, just give them on. Amy.
Amy was being a cunt basically, and Amy was like. She was in the living room talking shit with some other chick and the two guys that were there, and she was like, "Yeah, I think that those guys back there, like while we were in the room, but like she was speaking so loud we could hear her in the back, so she was like, I think that those guys back there are gonna hit me. Can you tell them to leave?" And like,
she's like, "Yeah, they're harassing me. They're gonna hit me."
yeah. So like, let's keep in mind like
even yet we haven't done anything the entire time.
the thing is like the entire time we were there, we were chilling on the couch. We were talking with them, just chilling on the couch, like hanging out. And we played like Pong, and that's pretty much it. And like we didn't do like anything. We went to the bathroom a couple times, I guess. But so that's what happened. We're in the back, and then she's talking shit with the two guys up front. So the next thing that happens, sorry, I had to cut the camera real quick because last time I freaking died. Anyways, back to the story. So we're chilling in the back, and then she basically sends the two guys back there to get us out, right? So the guys walk back in the room. It's me, Brock, and like two random dudes who are complete pussies, like fucking bitches, right? And like they walk back there and they're like, "Oh yeah, like she said she wants you guys to leave." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "We're not even doing anything." And like I was kind of like, me and Brock were just both kind of like, "What the fuck? Like, what is he talking about?"
What the hell?
And so we walk up there. We get up. We walk into the living room, and I ask her, and I was like, "Yo, like." Is like, what's the problem? Like, not trying to be like confrontational, but like being like, yo, let's like solve this so that we're not like she's not mad anymore, right? Yeah. So I was like, what's the deal? But I wasn't like, what's a fucking deal, bro? It was like, what's the deal? Like being friendly, like, yo, like let's solve this or whatever, right? Mm. But like she has basically like a peanut brain. I guess Amy has like a peanut brain, I guess you could say. And she was like, "Oh, I think you guys are just like, you guys think you're better than everybody else and blah, blah, blah." And like prior to this in the night, she came up to Brock and she said, "Yeah, you know my mom has money, right?" And she was like...
I never said anything about her not having money, and then she comes up to me and she's like...
She just comes out
my mom has money, right?
She was like, "Yeah."
I would drive a nice-ass car.
And she
I was
literally...
like, okay, I never said anything
She was like, "Look at my car, guys." She goes, "Look at my car, guys." Like, honks it out front. It's right out front. She's like, "It's such a nice car." And I was like, okay. Like, we're like, okay,
You're
bro.
just asking
like,
for it now.
Yeah, like, you're pretty much just asking to get, like, exposed, pretty much. So I'm right in front of her, and she's like, "Yeah, like, you guys think you're better than everybody else." And I was like, "What are you talking about, bro?" I was like, "We're literally just chilling. We're hanging out, having a good time with everybody." And she's like, "No, like, you guys think you're better than everybody else. You're talking shit and all this stuff." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but we're just, like, chilling, hanging out." And she was like, "Well, then..." She goes, what'd she say? She said something about quarantine. She was like, "Oh, yeah, Brock." So she hit Brock's vape, grabbed it out of his hand, hit his vape. And, like, there were Clorox wipes on the counter. And I took the Clorox wipes. I wiped the vape off. Like, partly as a joke, but the other part was, like, because there's...
Because of fucking pandemic?
Because there's, like, a global pandemic called the coronavirus going around, right? Yeah. So I was like, let me wipe off this vape before you, like, put it back in your mouth, bro. So I wipe it off, like, just being, like, cautious, right? And, like, partly as a joke. And then she's like, brought that up later. She was like, "Yeah, you had to wipe the fucking vape. You acted like I was disgusting." And I was like, maybe it's because there's a fucking global pandemic. Fucking idiot. So I said that to her. And then she was like, "Well, if there's a global pandemic, what are you doing here?" And I was like, "Why are you having a party then?" And she was just like, "You know what? Leave." And me and Brock ended up walking outside. We left, and I was kind of fine with it because it was honestly really boring. So we were like,
we wanted to keep fucking with him.
Yeah, we wanted
There's
to
nothing else
keep
to do.
fucking with them because there's, you know,
kind of pissed us off low key.
it's like at the end of the night, you know, when you're like out of shit to do and you're like, fuck, I guess we'll just like fuck with these people.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else to do. Like it's like that moment where you're like, bro, let's go dig no ditch.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
We're
there's
like,
nothing else to do.
there's nothing else to do. So we're like, all right, let's fuck with these people then, because obviously they're being fucks to us. So we're like, all right, we go outside. And we sit on the curb and we can like hear him because the window's open. We can hear him. As soon as we close the door, she's like, "Oh my god, weren't they assholes?" Like all this shit. I was like, I knew that shit was gonna happen as second we close the door, bro. So we go out front. We listen to what they have to say for a little bit. They were just talking more shit, and then one chick was like trying to stand up for us, like justify it, and then she was like, no, Brittany, it was fucking fucked up or whatever. Right, and then me and Brock were like, all right. So I still had a can of really tasty soda, and I was like, fuck, like, all right. So I drank it, finished it. I poured a little bit out, got it empty, and then I peed in the can. and at that point, I was like, you know, we're going all in. So, I mean, Skip. She came out. One of the chicks who was standing up for us came out and like tried to talk to us and was like, "Yo, like I'm so sorry, blah blah blah." She's just like crazy right now or whatever. And then she went back inside. And at this point, me and Brock were like, I had a can full of piss in my hand, and I was like, we gotta do something with this because I'm not just gonna throw it on the ground because that'd be littering, right? So here's what happens: is we basically. I'm like, Brock, this is what's gonna happen. We're standing below their second story apartment window, and I'm like, Brock, we're gonna chuck this in the window, this can full of piss in the window, and then we're gonna dip. We're gonna run to the car, fucking dip the fuck out of here. And he's like, all right, bro. He's like, no, let me go start up the car. I was like, no, you're not starting up the car. You're gonna fucking run with me, bitch. So he's like, all right. And so we have a can full of piss. I look up at the window, and I'm like, are you ready? I'm like, 3, 2, 1. I chuck it. I think it goes in, but it doesn't. It bounces off, and they run to the window as we're running to the car, straight out in the parking lot, trying to get to the car. I'm like, open the fucking door. Brock opens the door, starts it up. It's like, he has a Mustang, so it's like loud as fuck. It goes, and then we fucking back up, bro, and gas it out of there. Tires are skirting. They're at the window, like, what the fuck's going on? Bro, me and Brock, there's a turn as soon as you pull out. We literally back up, pull out, and there's a turn. And Brock just freaking nails it. We like do a little drift right there, and we gas it up this hill, bro. It was fire as fuck. It was crazy, bro.
You guys were like like Tokyo Drift. You guys were like,
we were like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. So we chucked that up there. Sadly, it didn't go in, but I don't know. It got their attention, and they were looking at us from the window. So, I mean, that's what happened Friday night, and it's probably the most eventful thing that's happened in the past.
It probably has in the past 2 months.
Yeah, since this coronavirus, like that's what we're talking about. It's because it's the most crazy thing that's happened.
That's it.
I don't know. What's a crazy?
The night that we got shut down.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Right, party got shut down.
We'll have to go into details like that with Tyler on the podcast though.
Yeah.
Because we had a party here one time. You weren't here? We had a party here one time, and basically, like, it got shut down. The cops were called, and it was all because we had an open sign in the front window.
Yeah.
So, like, and that was pretty stupid of us, though. But, like, it was, like, the second party we had here, so we were just, like, having fun. We were, like, new to everything, so. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You have anything else to say? Do you have anything else to say?
I don't have anything else to say.
No?
No.
What should we end this with?
Tell a funny joke.
Tell a funny joke, bro.
Or a random fact.
Tell a random fact, funny joke. Say something that people don't know or like wouldn't expect.
Tell people what you're up to.
That's just 3 different things.
What are you up to right now?
Plug yourself, bro.
What were you doing before?
Warzone. I'm up to Warzone.
Is that what you were doing whenever I called you down?
No, I was watching Tiger King. Yes. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
What is that? What is Tiger King?
It's
on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a documentary.
All I know is freaking Carol Baskin.
Watch it.
What is Carol
Just watch it.
Carol Baskin killed her husband
Just watch
because
it.
he was rich. I looked it up, like just because he was rich and she was trying to get his money or something.
It
or what?
hasn't been proven true.
Oh, but that's like the conspiracy is like how'd he die though?
I don't know.
No one knows.
What, did they just found his body or what?
They didn't
Nobody
find-
found
no,
him.
they just went missing.
Oh.
And they think she fed him to the tigers.
Yeah, Tiger King.
Yeah,
But
but
that's
like,
like not even the whole story. That's just
Yeah,
a
it's not the
little
whole.
bit.
That's just a little bit of the story.
what is it? A show? A
It's
movie?
a documentary.
documentary.
It's a real true story.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of watching the new.
When did it
episode that
happen?
came
When
out.
did
There's
it?
a new episode.
When did?
It's called Tiger and I. Like they FaceTime like some of the people from the show and like they ask them like,
No, it's on Netflix.
Is
Yeah,
it bullshit or
watching
they
it.
like FaceTime him and they're like, yo,
I've
did you
seen it.
they're
fucking?
like, do you think Joe should still be in jail? And one's like, fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Wait, who's Joe?
The Tiger King, Joe Exotic. Go
Oh.
watch it, bro. I'm not gonna tell you the
I'll
whole
have to-
story.
yeah.
It's a good documentary.
I'll have to watch it then. It's just like, how long is it?
It's like 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Oh, there's episodes. It's so it is
40
like
minutes.
a TV show. It's not like
Yeah,
It's like a
I guess.
documentary series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's 8
Because you said
episodes.
documentary, so I was like, I thought it was like an hour 30 or 2 hour documentary.
It's
or
8
whatever.
episodes of like 40 minutes each.
Sounds kind of nice. I'll have to watch it.
You should. Like everybody, literally, it's like the
It's like number one. It's
streaming
number
thing.
I know it's like the
streaming
talk of the
Netflix.
town. There's like a TikTok sound with it, like
I
Carol
look-
Baskin.
Yeah.
Killer husband.
Killed her. That's fucked up. Oh.
Nice catch though.
We're at 36 minutes on the podcast so far.
How long was you guys last one?
It was like 35, but like the last half didn't have video, so
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of sucked because it like the camera cut off. That's why I had to go over there and like check it and like restart a new clip. So, I mean, I don't know. Should we add anything else to this podcast? We kind of just like wing this podcast. So like, I hope you guys enjoyed this like the whole thing because we didn't have any notes going into this.
You better start coming up with topics going into this podcast.
I know the first one we had like a bunch of topics, but like as soon as we went with those topics, we ran out because like they were so like quick. They were like we didn't realize how like quickly we could talk about
Yeah,
them,
we need more like topics to talk about.
or we need to like elaborate more on them.
Yeah, we need like juicy,
Get some
like
juicy
deep
ones.
talks.
The virginity one.
Yeah, like more stuff like that.
The good thing is like people can like relate with that too.
Yeah.
They can be like, "Yo,
yeah,
like,
no one gives
oh.
a fuck if we talk about like how's your quarantine.
Yeah, like I don't know why I started out with
Uh-huh.
that, so I'm an idiot.
Redo.
I'm a fucking
yeah, redo
idiot.
the whole podcast.
All right, we're gonna turn it off and redo the entire podcast. If you're watching this, that obviously didn't fucking happen. So, I don't know. You want to call it a day?
Yeah, let's call it a day.
All right. Well, we are currently at 37 minutes, and yeah. So I would like to thank you guys for watching today's podcast. We still haven't come up with a name for the podcast if you're watching this video, but I don't know. By the time you see this, it'll probably be a name on the channel and everything.
Something with you guys' name. Rockin' Evan.
Beanie Podcasts. I don't know. If you're watching this, put it in the comments below what you think the name of the podcast should be. And I don't know. We'll mention your name in the next video. People are like, yeah, dude. Like 3 people watch this. No,
First comment gets shout out in the next video.
yeah. First comment gets a shout out for 13 people to view it. So it's gonna be crazy. But I don't know. Thanks for coming on to the podcast today. We really enjoyed your input, and I don't know. I like having more people on the podcast. We need to get more people, like more roommates. We need to get Tyler. We need to
got
get
Tyler.
Drew, Ethan. We got to get a lot of people on the podcast. Yeah, they're both. Yeah, Carol Baskin killed him. Whacked her husband. All right. That's pretty much the end of the podcast.
39 minutes. Over.
All right.
Did you pause it?
No.
Don't pause it yet.
I haven't paused anything.
Dude, you fucking pause yours?
Yeah.
Fucking
You're
retard.
stupid.
Turn it back on. I can just use the audio from this. God,
I thought you just fucking ended it.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
What the fuck?
You didn't even say bye. Thanks for watching the podcast, guys. We'll see you guys.
In the next one.
No, that's how it's supposed to. Whatever. Fuck it. I guess
Fuck.
we'll see you later.
Deuces.